Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. I am finally home. I cannot tell you how tired I am right now. It's been 3 consecutive days of 6 hours or less of sleep. So I've got the puppy out here. I have not figured out a name yet. She's Blondie, chill. She's hasn't eaten in a little bit, so she's looking a little thin, but she'll be fine. We'll get some food in her soon. I wanted to just do a little video showing you guys her introduction into the pack so that you guys can see that. I'll just go ahead and mention, because I know that people are going to see it, she is missing some hair off her ear. It's from whenever she got her ears cropped. The way the vet... I see you, girl. I know, I see you. I know, I see you. The vet taxed them on top of the head, and so she had some leakage which caused a scab, and I think they think it was like a little bacterial infection. So she did have a skin scraping done at her vet, and so there's nothing there, so just something to keep in mind. So she's only 8 weeks old. She just turned 8 weeks old, so she's actually a really big female, if you can see there, in contrast to Tennessee there. Because Tennessee's 12 weeks old. So, and she's just, kind of trying to teach her spot in the pack. And as you notice, you see, yeah, she's really tough. So, yeah, this little female's super dominant. She does not take no crap. Like, no crap. So, Cashmere is checking her out. And it's normal for the dogs to try to dominate. Everybody's working out their spot in the pack. And her reacting that way is normal, because she's letting them know that she's not a low member. She's establishing her position and maintaining it, which is totally awesome. It's fine. Pardon all the poop. They literally just pooped, and I haven't been here. It's been Alex and Savannah, and they're not always the best on... But, I will say, having said that, this is totally just from today. It's not even that much. Let me get some water in there for them. Watch out. Oh. There we go. So the most important thing to monitor for when you bring a new dog in is just to make sure that nobody is being aggressive. It's okay for them to kind of posture, just, when they're puppies like this, a little bit. I wouldn't do it if they were adults. I wouldn't let them. The rules would be different. But when you've got puppies, a pack like mine, a little bit of posturing is okay. Like what you saw with Tennessee, she's just letting her know that she's, that she's not one to be messed with. Midnight did the same thing. And she, fired right back at her of saying, hey, I see where you are, but make no mistake, I'm not beneath you either. So anyway, so making sure that nobody's being aggressive is really important. There's no need for intense aggression. So, I don't know if I spoke about this earlier, but somebody was asking about what's up with Preacher's eye. He has a little hot spot on top of his eye. I think he got bit by something, or maybe even got scratched or something above the eye. And so it's going away. It's just a little bare right now. Oh, Midnight and Blondie are at it. They missed each other, apparently. Y'all better get away from my coffee acting like that. Oh, look how beautiful. Blondie's looking good. So, Alex and I talked a lot about it, and Cashmere, stay out of my coffee. And we're thinking, if she grows out of her gait, like grows into herself a bit, and as long as there's we're going to have her hips tested and everything. So as long as there's nothing wrong, and it's just the fact that she's not long enough, then we do have a male that we want to breed her to, possibly. So, he's just a pup now, but he's a pretty dog, and he's what's called a Formentino, Probably didn't pronounce that right. Or a lot of people call it Formy for short. It's a really beautiful color. And he has just a great structure. He's got a really big head and a shorter muzzle, which, is good for her. He has the wider eye set, so that will help with how narrow her head is in balancing out her pups. And then he has a nice long body, really good structure. So anyway, so he's in the area, so hopefully we can do that breeding with the owners of him when he's old enough and he passes his health certs. So, but we're starting to get more of a pack. And so one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about was some of the people had asked about, aggression and this and that, and people that have had fish will know this, but when you add more bodies to a pack, it actually helps with aggression because there's less of an opportunity for, for example, like Cashmere with all these dogs under her rule now will have less chance to really focus and pick on one individual dog, and that is the way that people do. Oh, look how dominant she is! Look at her! She's going and she was messing with Tennessee a little bit, pushing her a little bit. So, anyway, so if you've ever had cichlids, African cichlids, it's a type of fish. Well, look how pretty Tennessee is right now. She's grown. Who's a pretty girl, Tennessee? Did you pretty girl? Yes, you are. You're still mama girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I miss my babies. So, anyway, so if you have cichlids, then you know that you have to have more is better than less, right? They because of the heightened levels of aggression, it's better to have more fish because then the aggression gets spread out evenly. So this little puppy here, she was raised in home, but there's 2 litters of pups, and so she's been kind of fighting for rank a bit, you can tell. So that's why she's so sassy. She's very dominant. She's not pushing anybody around, but she's not taking any pushing either. She immediately pushes back as soon as somebody tries to push her. She pushes back, which is awesome. That's very good. Look at her tail. Confidence on her. I tell you what, she's gonna be one to watch. I'm gonna have to tape her ear up, but because it's not standing. But anyway, I've got high hopes for her. We're going to get her started on our feeding regimen of raw and our grain-free food. So get her shining up like the rest of them. She's still got her puppy coat. So anyway, I'm really excited to see how she turns out. She's looking really good. Her structure's really nice. So yeah, we'll see what she does. Hey, Sugars. Hey, Sugars. Are you sitting in pee? I know, I'm sorry. They just did that. We'll clean you up. Don't worry, you need a bath anyway. Yeah, you need a bath anyway. Yes, you do. So we're going to give you a bath. So anyway, I'm going to get this yard cleaned up to my standards since I've been gone this whole time. And give her a bath and feed her some raw and, probably sit down with the dogs and watch a movie and we'll all cuddle up in bed together and make up for lost time. I see you, Sugar. Yes, I do. I see you. She's such a good girl. So anyway, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm so tired. I literally drove all the way here from Memphis, Tennessee this morning. So I went all the way to Indiana and back. Whew, that's crazy. So anyway, did it, got it done. Here she is, our little princess. Like I said, I haven't even had a chance to really look at the comments and look at the names, but I'll definitely be taking a look and seeing what I can come up with to match her fiery personality, because she is a little firecracker. So anyway, like I said, we're going to get stuff cleaned up around here. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and sorry I couldn't upload anything yesterday, but it was just non-stop driving, and then I picked a puppy up. I drove all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas to Westport, I believe it was called Westport, Indiana, and then I drove right back all the way to Memphis, Tennessee, and then drove from Memphis to here today. So yeah, crazy. So anyway, well, I hope you guys have a good, like I said, a good Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend. And, you know, we'll be trying to get you guys some new content with the dogs. But this is a little, little video on how to introduce a new puppy to your pack. As you can see, she's doing well. She's established herself quite nicely. Nobody's messing with her. She's got her tail up, identifying to everybody that she's a higher pack member. Nobody's messing with her because that's natural. You are who you are. I had somebody try to tell me that a dog will be where I want it to be in the pack. That's absolute nonsense. I hope you can tell by watching this video what a natural alpha looks like. You see that tail up like that, how it doesn't go down? You couldn't make her submissive if you tried, okay? So it's the same thing with Tennessee. Tennessee's the same way. You couldn't make her submissive if you tried. Cashmere, same way. Blondie is, she's chill. She's not a top member, but she's not on the absolute bottom. And Midnight is, she's as well. She's chill. She doesn't want to lead, but she's certainly not a follower. And then we got Velocity over here, which unfortunately, the only reason that I say that she's on the bottom is just because of her energy. She is a little immature. She doesn't always know how to behave, and unfortunately that puts her lower. It has nothing to do with anything else. But as she matures, she'll kind of come up some. She'll probably always be on the bottom rung just because that's just her personality, man. There's no getting around it. Like I said, if she would want to be on top, and that's another thing, is she would want to be, but she wouldn't know what to do with it if she had it. So she's the kind of dog that would, she overreacts, even whenever she does correct the dogs, you always have to get onto her because she's so loud and she overreacts so much. And so it would be unstable leadership. So just because you want to be a leader doesn't necessarily mean you make a good one. So, and the dogs know that. They're not looking for unstable leadership. So anyway, just a little, catch-up video. Like I said, ooh, look at that. Look, hold on. Let's see. So Cashmere growled at the puppy. Now, if you notice, she didn't do that to Tennessee. And the reason is because this little puppy's got her tail wagging real high. She's being super alpha right now. And Cashmere is setting her own boundaries. She's saying to her, you may think you're alpha, but I'm alpha enough that you need to stay out of my space, right? And so she's basically that's her way of letting her know, no, I'm the alpha. I'm not even going to pay attention to you right now. Go sit down. So, anyway, and this little pup's going to go. She's going to test everybody. She's going to push everybody. That's what they do. She'll go and she's going to go and try to alpha everybody in the house, which is totally fine. That's what they do. And they'll all set boundaries with her, and she'll figure out exactly where she's at in the pack. So look at that tail up. Straight up. Straight up. Look at her, signifying to everybody where she's at, who she is. So, there you go. It's a natural little 8-week-old alpha right there. But, as many people have asked, how do you anticipate problems? No. And the reason is because I don't put up with it. I do not put up with fighting. You can be an alpha all you want to be. You can be, tough, whatever, as long as you're respectful to one another. And those are the rules in my house. No fighting, no disrespect. So, and that's what makes it all work. So anyway, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I need to go and lay in bed and drink my coffee and watch a movie with my dogs and just relax. It's been a long, long trip. So, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. We'll try to do a little update tomorrow, okay? Bye.